appears to be having a great time on this tour.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. No, everyone's having, it's been a lot
You could
of
infer
fun.
that.
Yeah.
One could come to that conclusion.
It's a really crazy, unique opportunity that we've had. I mean, for anyone to go back in their life, you know, and do what we're doing, to go back and re-explore something that you did that long ago, is a crazy, it's crazy. Whoever gets to do that.
It's a strange
We
experience.
all did things when we were, 15 years ago, we were different people, and we all did things that we regret, and we handled things the way we probably wouldn't handle them if we did them now. So the opportunity to go back and do all those things again is amazing. It's really a very centering, sort of a good feeling for all of us personally and creatively. I think, it's like 15 years after the fact too. We've all been playing music these past 15 years, and honestly, we're all better at what we do. So it's fun to do what we do. We sound better. It's really just been a lot of fun.
I mean, myself, when we used to be in the band, I always felt a little different from a lot of other bands because we're still in kind of show business, and a lot of bands in the past 5 years have gotten back together, and I would say probably 90% of them, it's really not very pretty thing. And I just never saw myself. I always took a lot of pride myself in being in this band, and really was scared about jumping into something that I wasn't proud of at all. And it kind of makes what you did the first time around completely meaningless, I think, if you blow it the second time.
Agreed. We've always done things since we started as a band exactly the way we wanted to do them. So it was a little bit, it was important for all of us going back into it the second time around to do things our way and to do things in a tasteful way. There was a little bit of nervous trepidation, I think, going into it, knowing that could be compromised, and knowing that we would be judged for doing this other than just as a thing that we wanted to do personally.
I mean, there's a lot of personal risk and trust that is involved, because saying you're going to do something is one thing, but then committing yourself to a year and touring and being on the bus, and sometimes it can be pretty challenging, and just dealing with a lot of people and having to deliver. When you do it in the beginning, you don't really know what's going to happen over the course of a year. So there's it's a big act of faith for sure.
I think probably there's mostly gains. I think we're putting on really great shows, and we're really proud of the shows that we've been doing. And like I was saying before, we've all been playing music the past 15 years, so our sort of the proficiency of the band performing as such is a lot better than it was before.
Yeah, it's true.
There's probably, if we would have lost anything, I think it's maybe just a sense of like we were younger then and probably a little bit stupider and easier at making mistakes. And there's something to that. There's a charm to jumping into things and not knowing what you're doing.
And
Right now we're a little bit wiser and smarter than we were back then.
It's kind of interesting, is back then when we were doing it, we were the same age relatively as our audience in a weird way. I mean, okay, there was a lot of younger kids too, but it was more like playing for peers. And now I think that we're a little older now, and we just kind of play more for ourselves, because I would say the majority of people seeing us are younger than we are.
Next question.
No, we've sorted through. We've been very meticulous about what songs we wanted to do and what songs we didn't want to do. And a lot of the songs we've tried in the practice space, and if we weren't feeling them, we didn't do them. That's sort of where we were. We took a lot of care in deciding the songs, and I don't know. I don't think we'd go back and address songs that we didn't want to play.
Some sound better than they used to, and some of them just didn't survive. And some of the songs on the list, they just don't sound good. We played them, and it's like, eh. Even on the record, actually, they're pretty good songs, but it's just the way we play them now. We're not into it.
Well, it was really important for us to have a voice, I think, coming from the band. We decided straight off we didn't want to do any press. Because really, there's nothing that we're promoting, and there was no real need to talk about ourselves or what we've done. We sort of have made that statement a long time ago. We made our records and sort of have moved on. There was really nothing new to address. So we made a decision straight off the bat that we weren't going to do any press. But soon after we made that decision, Billy signed on to Twitter actually first and sort of realized just sort of the capability of like how many people you can reach and how many people are interested. And I think there was a lot of people initially when we started out the tour who wanted to know what was going on. They wanted the inside scoop. The Twitter thing is an excellent opportunity for both of us to reach out and address people.
You know, in a real weird way, we haven't really needed a press person. I mean, there's some Twitter quotes we've made, especially when we were forming, like we're adding a show in Poland, and the newspapers have been like taking our tweets and using them as the basis for articles. So that's incredible.
Yeah.
That's great.
And it's liberating knowing that it's all in our hands too.
Exactly. I check most of them.
I think all of us check
Yeah.
all of them all the time. Most of them all the
Yeah.
time. It's really neat for us. I think it does, like it's created a sort of, as much of a dysfunctional family as we, the band, are. I think the sites collectively has formed this crazy dysfunctional family of our fans all over the world. And it's been really interesting to watch people's interpretations of what we do and watch their interactions with each other.
That's true.
And watch their interactions with us. It's been really an interesting process.
And we started doing internet working with fan groups like FNM.com. I think that was 1994, maybe? Actually, probably around Angel Dust time is when we started getting into
Yeah.
like news groups and stuff.
Yeah.
So we've been kind of active with that for a long time, and it's really cool that we're actually using FNM.com as our site, because that's really like one of the things through after the breakup that just kept our presence, and you know, where people could find out about us. And I would say probably a big part of what we're doing now has to do with these fans and the fan sites and our groups, for sure. I think also, I like to say 2.0 is awesome. They've done a great job. Better you guys doing it than us.
Absolutely. You guys have a way better perspective.
Definitely.
Especially the 2.0 people have know way better.
You're showing videos of
What
us
we're doing
having
than we
on the
do.
show.
Yeah. Yes and no. You know, it's working really well right now, and what we do and the creative decisions that we make together right now is a lot easier to make than it was in the past, and it feels really good. That said, we've sort of made a decision when we started booking these tours, that we would tour a specific amount of time and stop, and that's a decision that we made.
There's a certain point where, without really becoming creative, you can't keep doing it. There's a certain point, and it comes sooner or later. So to continue, you have to either be creative or you don't do it anymore.
I don't know of any stuff out there that's unreleased.
I think we released most of it, even some of the bad stuff. If the stuff isn't released, it's probably really not so good.
I have one.
Which one?
Remember, it's a 2-inch tape. It's in my closet.
The Seagull song?
One song
What song is it?
from
Hey.
Fuck off!
from Angel Dust outtakes.
What's it called?
The code name. Shuffle song.
Oh, Shuffle Song. All right. It's true.
I didn't really think it felt like it was.
It wasn't ready to be done. So we
Together.
didn't
Yeah, I
put
think
it-
anyone, you know.
we didn't put it out because
Really?
we didn't think it was. Yeah.
Bands don't release things because they don't like
Didn't pass the
way
smell
that it sounds.
test. I've got it right here.
On your computer? Play it.
You gotta give me. I'm gonna give you a sniff. It's just a
This is
sniff.
of Shuffle. Oh, I'd be interested to hear it.
That actually sounded pretty good, I think.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
It's too many guitars. If it were
Yeah.
just one guitar doing that line, it would be fine.
Oh,
It's
it's
too
I
many
forgot
guitars.
about that part of it.
Oh, it's obvious why it didn't work.
Yeah, that's why it didn't work.
Yeah.